Seaway Valley Wrestling, we are here at the main event of Road Rash. Oh, they're not waiting for anything. Fisticuffs are flying. We got Fear the Beard versus their first time pairing of Karl, Jepsen, and Zach Patterson. Side advantage, strength advantage, obviously given to the new tag team. When we talk about tag team experience and cohesion, you gotta give it to Fear the Beard. Woo!
Cable and Kane wasting no time whatsoever. You said it, Dr. Bob. First time pairing of Karl Jepsen and Zach Patterson, but these guys are basically the wrestling equivalent of the Monstars.
Oh, yes.
Busting out some weapons early is Kane and Cable as Dr.
And they're
Bob
not Muxy Bogues! Not Muxy Bogues! Those two guys are some powerful and heavy. Ooh, geez, that's a hard hit right behind the leg and the knee of Zach Patterson. When they talk about hardcore elements too of these weapons, you're definitely gonna have to give it to Fear the Beard. That is their element. What is Zach Patterson wearing? Whatever. You know what? He can wear whatever he wants. When you look at the size of Patterson. Oh, flying knee! Great camera work there. Just came out of nowhere.
Dr. Bob, I've seen Karl Jepsen compete in these hardcore matches in the past, but I've never seen Zach Patterson in this type of environment, so it's definitely going to be interesting to see how the one and unique Diamond does in this matchup that benefits Fear the Beard.
And you know what, I gotta say, additionally to that as well, as singles wrestlers, you know what, I would give Patterson and Jepsen the advantage here if they were taking on each other, if they were taking on Fear the Beard one-on-one. But as a tag team, you know, the greater than the sum of their parts definitely applies to Fear the Beard. Patterson right now being rocked by those weapon shots, being rocked by the tag team maneuvers of Fear the Beard. And Kane goes from corner to corner through a door perhaps.
Patterson just cuts him off. Oh, uses the door against Kane. You know, Zach Patterson, Dr. Bob, he's adapted to wrestling so fast, so quick since becoming an in-ring competitor. I mean, he's been around wrestling his entire life, but to be in there competing, that's an entirely different story. He's adapted so well to any situation he's thrown into. We just saw that as, again, throwing into
Release
the door.
as well. And Adam B, to that point, it's absolutely apropos. The man has lived around wrestling his whole life, has probably watched more wrestling than almost any of the competitors in the back, even at his younger age. So that man has seen the best, has witnessed the best, and has adapted and has sort of soaked that all in. Additionally, I mean, look at the size of the man too. He trains hard all the time. And when you got some guy like, you know, the Beast King, FTM as your mentor, you're obviously gonna just be in that gym 24/7.
Dr. Bob, they're bringing in ironing board, some Lego. I see a car driving around. That could be used too. Anything's capable of happening whenever it's Fear the Beard, as Kane's still been rocked after getting that door thrown into him by Zach Patterson. Oh,
he put a mouthful of Legos and spat it at his opponent too.
Oh my God.
You talk about not adapting to the hardcore setting.
Why?
Yep, they ripped the canvas too. Amazing. And that's how dangerous weapons like this are. Look at them. Each part of it has just goes right to. Oh, almost. That could have been the end of that match. Very quick and easy.
That would have been a huge statement, especially with the way Patterson just stepped on the chest of Kane, dominating Fear the Beard early on in their type of matchup.
And look at the ring, look at the canvas right now, just strewn across it are the Legos. You know that's going to be a lot more damage and possibly a lot more pain every single time you fall in that ring.
Oh my God! Big Karl stomping the hand. I believe he had Lego stuck in the palm of Kane.
We're talking about the size and the strength of Patterson. Jepsen hits harder than most any human being I've ever met in my entire life.
Cable tries to make the save. Patterson ducked, drop kicked the chair, didn't get all of it, but still gonna do some damage to Cable. The barbed wire on the chair too.
It's not Lucille, but it's a lot of pain. The fourth coming. Oh!
Like we've been saying.
We were worrying about Kane a second ago, and Cable's got that very bad predicament here. He's been on the outside, potentially recovering a little bit, but look at his shirt just shredding like lettuce on that thing.
Dr. Bob, the theme of this event is there's kids in the crowd.
Yeah, that's what the Legos are for.
Karl Jepsen, Zach Patterson, a lot of big tag team experience.
Why's that kid have no shirt?
Overall, I mean, Jepsen, very successful tag team wrestler. Is that a car hood?
That's a car hood. Honestly, if next out they brought the kitchen sink, I think they'd have everything here.
I think Jepsen just literally went to the parking lot,
ripped the car,
ripped the hood right out of the car. Like,
And
this guy's a beast, like in fantastic shape, the best shape I've seen him in since I've known this guy. Setting up chairs on the outside.
And
oh
the
my
thing
God.
even with losing all that weight that he has not sacrificed any of the strength. If anything, he's become stronger, hit harder since he's gotten in better shape as well. Karl Jepsen can swing a full car at you. I know he's only got the hood right now, but he can swing that entire car right at you.
We're strangely going into Zona territory here, Dr. Bob. Look it up, if you dare.
Seaway Valley, Mexico.
Using a badminton racket.
Oh! Look, every single sibling, any single person has had a brother in this crowd and knows exactly what that's like. But that is a grown man swinging that at you. That hurts.
And the door set up against the apron. The car hood. And these kids are cheering it on. These kids want this stuff. Sends Patterson into the hood of the car face first.
Listen, I know BMX is considered extreme sports here, but you talk about extreme sports, you're seeing it right here, right now, here at Seaway Valley Wrestling. Oof, that's a hard ramp as well.
Alexander Cable, Zach Patterson, these guys have known each other a long time and finally getting a chance to go at it in the ring. As Jepsen being worked over in the front and the back.
Right beside our trailer. I'm sure both of these two guys wish they landed on the grass here, but on that hardwood ramp, steel underneath it. No give, folks.
Now, Fear the Beard setting up the chairs.
Got some sort of a cane? I don't know if he... Yeah, cane. I don't know if he got that from the manger, but what's he going for here? I don't even know if they have a plan, Anna B. I think it's just pick up anything that can be detached and hit him with it.
That's usually the MO for Fear the Beard. Let's be serious. These two are wild men. Actually, too, John Kane, he's known Zach Patterson a long time as well. He's got to be enjoying this opportunity to finally beat on the one and unique Diamond.
And the world is his oyster. Zach Patterson's got full potential of anyone I've ever seen come through the Quebec indie scene, but he's got to make it through this match. This might be a career-shortening one at this point.
Still a lot of stuff we've seen introduced in this matchup not used. I'm talking about the doors. The car hood is still in one piece. That could definitely change.
It's a lot of plunder. Who knows? Adam B, I just got a terrifying thought. Look where they're setting up that door, is it? That big plank of wood, perhaps? Where are they going to jump from?
I don't know, Bobby.
Oh, no! Oh, I spoke too soon. That hurts just as much.
Fear the beard.
What a camera mean mugging. Only a face a mother could love. Look at that. These two. Oh, they forgot about Karl Jepsen. They forgot about Jepsen. Problem with focusing all your...
And those chops from Jepsen, probably the most dangerous weapons in this matchup, considering all we've seen.
I put it right close to the car hood. I would.
I put it over the car hood.
Oh, really?
Chair launched in the face of Cable.
The human weapon that is Karl Jepsen. Oh.
Kane knew it was coming, just tried to brace for impact. Big Karl swinging that door. The big black beast. But now, Zach Patterson up top.
I was talking about the danger and the potential that... the Fear of the Beard had to come off top. He just jumped off the trailer, ladies and gentlemen! And like a steer, knock down all the pins below.
I've seen Zach Patterson take to the air off balconies, now off a trailer.
I correct my past statement. Zach Patterson is hardcore.
Now Fear the Beard in trouble against Jepsen and Patterson.
And the carnage, mayhem, and destruction that we've seen so far, folks. They've got to finish it in the ring, though. I don't think the ref's calling it a false count anywhere. Look at this crowd of fans just in disbelief. There's children running around.
Wanting blood, these children. The door's still.
This new generation.
The door's set up against the apron, a little bit on the steps as well. The car hood still set up on the chairs.
And Cable returning to these just as hard.
Threw Jepsen to the ground, opted not to throw him into the steps or the door. Oh boy. Ooh, lifts up Patterson, drops him on the apron.
I know where you thought he was going, but that's still a hard place to land. That steel support beams of the outside apron.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it's a lose-lose. Like, car hood, nunchucks.
He broke the nunchuck. Oh, damn. I didn't think we were going to get to call the nunchuck today.
Shades of the legendary Bruce Lee with Elm's nunchucks.
Oh, no, I was going to go Michelangelo. I was going Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I'm going Bruce Lee with that one, brother. Shout out Master Lee. Oh, no. It's not over yet for Cable. Zach Patterson favoring one of his fingers.
There's many a move here that could end in tragedy so far, and this one right now is in terrible.
Oh, no! Why?
Dangerous!
Why?
He's flicking off the kids!
Jeez.
And Cable just destroyed that front hood. Think about how hard he must have gone through it to bend it like aluminum foil. Look at that.
Dr. Bob, I've known Alexander Cable a long time. I remember when he was just a doe-eyed, smiley-faced, young, aspiring wrestler, and I don't know what happened to lead him into something like this, but...
Well, it might be the end of that. That was a promising and good career he had there, but I think you're done after a move like that.
I love you, Cable, but I never understand you. Jepsen taking the door, I believe, back to where Kane is. Oh my goodness.
John Kane is in no man's land here, but Jepsen has gone back on the hunt. I mean, far be it from me, I'm not a wrestler, but I would have said maybe the smart move with both of them been to focus on Alexander Cable and try to get the pin, but I think they're not going for a pin this quickly. They're going for the damage. They're going for pain.
What a big win it would be for this makeshift team of Jepsen and Patterson to defeat the multi-time Tag Team of the Year of Seaway Valley Wrestling. But we still got some ways to go as Kane going for broke, trying to strike it out with Jepsen.
Oh boy! Death Valley! Oh, in the bed of the truck!
I always wanted to call.
I think he broke his back on that one.
I always wanted to call a demolition derby, Dr. Bob.
See, the derby's supposed to be cars that break each other, not human beings who break the cars, though. My goodness!
Bring back memories of that old WCW.
Backstage assault, baby!
No. The match they did in the...
Halloween Havoc.
No, where they fought in the...
Yeah, I think that was Havoc.
That was Havoc? Okay.
If we're wrong, put it in the comments. John Kane looking a little like Yeti right now.
Serge St. Denis busts out the La Parka Polka. I might. Goes to the body of Zach Patterson. Cable still laid out. Door set up in the corner.
The problem with that is he came after Patterson, who's had some moments to rest right now. He's been on his own for quite some time, catching a breather, and that is a dangerous individual.
F10! The F10, and Kane caught some Lego, some chair. Jepsen able to get back into this so quick.
Those airplane spins never send someone flying with the air and with the height that Patterson just did.
But how about Karl Jepsen able to shake off going through that door?
Oh, I don't know if he's shaking off right now. He's staggering there to the ring.
But able to get somewhat back on his feet.
No, that's true. He's been able to get back, but right now, where's... I think Cable... Has Cable moved since hitting that... Okay, he's staggering to his knees there, but... He might be a non-factor at this point, Adam B. He might be out of this match.
Boy.
Oh, we've seen Jepsen come off the top with the splash. Karl Jepsen!
And can you believe, folks, that a beast can fly?
Thumbs up, thumbs down!
Oh! But not able to follow up with the cover.
Landed across a human being, through a door onto those Legos.
Like you said, Dr. Ball, maybe not completely recovered, not able to follow up with the pinfall. Cable starting to show some life as Kane just looks absolutely out of it. Covers. Cable break it up.
He used the guy to hit another guy.
This is just pure anarchy, pure chaos.
Oh, catches him. Slides down, ripcords him. Hits him with the clothesline. The problem being Patterson's taking too much time. If they want the win, you gotta focus. You've already seen how dangerous Fear the Beard are right now, and you're giving them too much time, Zach Patterson.
Now think about what Kane and Cable have taken in the last few minutes of this matchup.
Not like a human car crash. You call Patterson a diamond? He's looking like a mean piece of coal right now.
Ooh, boy.
This is scary.
Bringing back memories of the Viking days. And putting the barbed wire chair as the cherry on top.
Les fantasmes de violence are gonna come true here. Not just fantasies, this one's gonna end up a nightmare for somebody.
Because again, like, that's already a nasty contraption, but you put the barbed wire on top. Oh, the icing on the cake. Kane back up, Cable in position. Jepsen spots Kane, sends him to the outside.
They're down low, but Patterson does not see that his opponent has recovered. Oh no. Oh no.
Desperately trying to fight for life is Zach Patterson. Oh, bye-bye, Zach. Oh!
Oh no! Oh, through the door! That's it, folks!
Might be a matter of time now.
And a second time! Yeah, why not? I guess go for it again. Breaks that door, shatters it to splinters.
Side sealed and door delivered for Fear the Beard.
Fans, what can we say about Rash? A hellacious event, a hellacious main event. Thank you for following us. Keep checking out all our YouTube matches, all the links, and follow and subscribe to everything Seaway Valley Wrestling for Adam B. And here, Dr. Bob. We love you. Good night.